Perfect don't mean that it's working, so what can I do?
This is fascinating because I'm a huge fan of Putri Ariani, but this is different because she's utilizing her soprano voice here. And she doesn't often do it, but I know she does, especially in the more intimate songs.
Hai, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Putri Ariani lover, terima kasih udah klik video ini. Kita lanjut lagi mereaksi Putri Ariani yang dirasain oleh kreator luar negeri tentunya. Di video ini pun nggak ketinggalan gue kasih tag bahasa Indonesia biar kita sama-sama mengerti apa yang komentar mereka tentang Putri Ariani. Tanpa banyak basa-basi lagi, langsung kita gas ke videonya. Check it out. Okay.
Some more Putri Ariani. So let's do some Joji cover. This is going to be Glimpse of Us. I actually know this original song. It's a pretty emotional song. So let's jump in and let's have a look at how Putri does it.
And I'm so pleased to see Putri's playing. Because she's always at her best when she's playing.
He'd take the world off my shoulder if it was ever hard to move. He'd turn the rain to a rainbow when I was living in a blue. Why then if he's so perfect?
Fascinating because I'm a huge fan of Putri Ariani, but this is different because she's utilizing her soprano voice here. And she doesn't often do it, but I know she does, especially in a more intimate song like this. So this is in B major. The original's in A flat. Now, isn't that interesting? Because that's only a minor third lower than B major. Down 3 semitones. So Joji sang it, really, nearly in the same key, just a little bit lower.
When I was living in a blue. Why then if he's so perfect, do I still wish that it was you? Perfect don't mean that it's working, so what can I do when you're out of sight in my...
I tell ya, she just has a way of making herself vulnerable through her music, and just, you know, getting that emotion. It is an emotional song, you know, to start with. She did a wonderful cover. Man, I can already feel the tears in my eyes already. It's ridiculous. Just the way she sings it, it's just that vulnerability that she has. She doesn't try to hide it, you know, and it comes across, communicates with us as an audience watching it.
When you're out of sight in my mind, 'cause sometimes I look in his eyes and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for his touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine.
It's absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've heard the song before. Maybe once or twice, but I never really listened to it, you know, like the words, the lyrics, stuff like that. And that is something that I just could not stop thinking of it. Firstly, let me just start off to say, and I've said this many times before, that she is so amazingly talented.
But I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine, said I moved on. I'm only here passing time in his arms, hoping to find a glimpse of us. savors your glory? Does you laugh the way I did?
The other thing that I wanted to mention about this song, which is so clever, because I studied composition at King's College London and I had a very formal education in how to compose music. And that meant orchestration, it meant studying the great composers and how they did it. And we had an ongoing discussion about composers. Did composers sit down and create music with structure in mind, or was their music so brilliantly, instinctively written that it had structure as a result of their genius? Now, this song is very clever because the poet who's saying these words, elevated into singing, is very unhappy with his present situation. And he has no real stability in his life. He's nostalgic. He's not over his ex.
Mine, 'cause sometimes I look in his eyes and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for his touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine and said I moved on. I'm only here passing time in his arms. Ooh, 'cause sometimes I look in his eyes and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for his touch, but I'm thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine and said I moved on.
Fantastic, just fantastic. Wonderful cover, wonderful cover. As I said, you know, even after AGT, we're going to continue supporting Putri because we love her voice here. Well, I know I do. So, and I know there's an audience here for it. So, we'll definitely continue reacting to Putri's music. So, if you have a particular one we haven't done yet, let me know in the comment section there. So, guys,
Of the way it was. Said I'm fine and said I moved on. I'm only here passing time in his arms, hoping to find a glimpse of
Interrupted again. It's that yearning feeling.
a glimpse of us.
It ends on G sharp minor, which is the relative minor of the key that it's written in.
Keren lur ya. Komentar dan reaksi reaktor ini sangat-sangatlah keren di antara reaktor-reaktor lain ya lur ya. Memang dia sangat bersemangat menganalisis dan melihat teknik vokal yang dinyanyikan oleh Putri Ariani lur ya. Dan kita tahu juga Putri Ariani mempunyai teknik vokal yang beda dengan penyanyi lainnya yang sangatlah susah ditiru lur ya. Dengan penjiwaan yang totalitas setiap penyanyi, Putri Ariani mampu membuat siapa saja yang melihatnya pasti akan menangis. Luar biasa banget. Pokoknya sekian reaction dari gue kali ini lur. Kurang lebih gue minta maaf. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.